Hey everyone, I feel called to do this video just spontaneously, so let's get into it. The new energy that is coming into our lives as of April 2026 and onward is the energy of spontaneity. A lot of channelers and guides have been saying it's about embracing the unknown, right? But that's a very blanket statement. It's very difficult for me to understand. So the way you can understand it is it's better to frame it as spontaneity. So what I mean by this, right? If you know the job market as it is now, the way it is, how companies see whether or not you are qualified is based on your past history, your qualifications, your experience, your education. And so you spend years preparing this portfolio of basically your resume, your qualifications, all of that stuff. So that 4 years later, you can then land that job in the job market, whatever it is that you want to do, right? You could be a banker, you could be work in an office for a company, you could be a game industry, you could be like animation, stuff like that. That is an old energy that is making its way out of this planet. Because the problem of that energy is you require experience in order to gain experience. That's the way this world works right now. But if you've ever tried to find a job and you've never had job experience, you'll know that it feels really, really dumb and redundant. Because how can you get a job if you've never had a job? And yet all the employers now are looking at people who have job experience because they don't want to hire someone who doesn't have job experience. And so that's why unemployment is like massive right now. It's not because there's no job opportunities, it's because the people who are looking, they're looking for the wrong people and they're looking for it in the wrong place. They're doing everything wrong. And so you have to kind of look at this pattern not as a bad thing, right? So employment used to be better than it is now. A lot of people are now unemployed, apparently. That's what I've heard. I haven't really noticed it myself, but on the news and stuff, that appears to be what statistics says. So if it is true, this is an old energy that I've noticed. It's making its way out. Embracing spontaneity and the unknown comes with, you don't have to be ready. You don't have to be prepared before you make the jump, whatever that jump is. So the new energy that's coming in is going to support you being able to chase your dreams or go after whatever it is you want to go after, and you don't necessarily need to make the necessary preparations beforehand before you actually go and do it. It's kind of like jumping out of an airplane and you trust that on your way down there will be a box inside, and if you open that box there's a parachute in there. And so while you are in the air and you are falling basically to the ground, you are gonna have help and assistance along the way. Because your biggest fear is, I'm gonna jump out of this airplane. I'm afraid to jump because I don't have a parachute. The new energy will allow you to jump and have the faith and have the confidence, have the assurance that there will be a parachute for you on the way. And overcoming that is going to be, maybe it will be very difficult for a lot of people who haven't faced that fear. If you've been attuned to the energies that have been coming in from our sun. You may have been feeling this feeling of fear-based beliefs coming up, like, I can't do X because I have some fear holding me back from doing it. It's almost like there's this force that's just like stopping you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Because in the past, it's supposed to protect you, right? That force is what prevents you from jumping out of an airplane if you're not fully prepared. But now the energy that's coming in is saying you are prepared. It may not look that way to you right now, but you are prepared. Take the leap and let us prove it to you. And if you're brave enough to make that leap, then your life is going to change in unbelievable ways and change for the better. So practice that as a skill, tapping into the fear of the unknown, small things. And over time, try to find bigger and bigger things which you fear the unknown of, which you fear, and work it out like a muscle. And over time, you will build your ability to tolerate the fear of the unknown. And as a result, you will also reap the greater and greater rewards that come with having the courage to take the steps on that journey to lead you to the person who you would live as if you had absolutely no fear. So yeah, that is a short video from me. And that's a message that wanted to come through, so here you go. Don't know if I'll be back making videos, but I did promise one of my viewers that I'd try to make something this summer, so hopefully I can get back into it. And until next time, I will see you around.